Hello students, today we are going to discuss about a topic of mathematics, sets. If we are talking about what is set and what is the use of set. In general mathematics, if we see that, in general life we can say that there is so many examples we are seeing in our living life, a real life is there about the sets. So first we are talking about what is set. What is a set? So we can say that set is a collection of, set is a well-defined collection. Now here is a very important term is here, well-defined collection of different object. Different object. So first important thing is here, what do we mean by well defined? For this I just want to take an example, then I can explain you about what is a well defined. Suppose that if I talk about the collection of all the vowels, what we say? As we know that, we all know that we have 5 vowels in English alphabets, that is A, E, I, O, U. Now, if I going to ask you about that collection of 10 best batsmen of world, Now students, now we are not going to describe this properly. Reason is that the 10 best batsmen will vary as person to person. Suppose that I can say the Gavaskar, Kapil Dev, Sachin, some person are going for the Dhoni, or you can go for the Australian batsman is there, Dan Lara for Sri Lankan. So it depends. Actually today West Indies Dan Lara is there. So actually that when we are not describe the set properly, that is not well defined. So now I can define the well defined term is here. Well defined means if we are able to tell, if we are able to judge a particular object will belong to the collection or not, then that collection is known as the well defined. If we are able to tell that a particular object is belong to the collection or not, to a collection or not, that collection is known as well defined. Collection is known as well defined, and a well defined collection is a set. So now we can do a little activities is there, just like 5 questions are there, and we can have to tell that which collection is a set and which are not a set is here. So first example is here. All the problems of class 11th NCERT mathematics exercise 1.1. This is a set or not? Now it is very clear that if I or any other students or any other person is going to open the NCERT mathematics book for class 11th, he or she going to get the exact same number of questions here. That means this collection is well defined, so we can say that it is a set. Yes. it is a set. Now, another example we can take here. This as taken the 10 batsmen of the world is here. 10 most talented writer. Again, 10 most talented writer will depends upon the person to person. Means we are not able to specify the fixed number. Is there the fixed criteria is there for the talented writer? So we are not say that this is a set. So we can say that this is not a set. Not a set. Name of the month. Starting with English alphabet J. So we can say here J means January, June and July. This is the fixed. So this is a set. Yes, it is a set. So I think now this is clear about that. What is set? Set is a collection of well-defined objects, and well-defined means if we are able to judge or able to tell that a particular object belongs to a collection or not, that collection is known as the well-defined. And there is examples here. If we are able to say that a particular object is there in the set, then that is a set is there. If not able to that, then that is not a set. Means 10 most talented of writer is not a set. Okay, students. Now, how we can represent a set? The next topic is here, representation of set. How we can represent a set? To represent a set, we use in general two ways of, can say two methods of there to represent a set. Representation of set. So there is general two method to represent a set. First one is a tabular method, or roster method. The second one is here set builder method. First we discuss about the tabular or we can say roster method. In roster method, we write all elements, all object of the set separated by comma and enclosed in a parenthesis. In this method, we write all elements of the set separated by comma and enclosed in parentheses. Example, collection of all the vowels. All the vowels. We have to write all elements as we have 5 vowels A, E, I, O, U. To write all the 5 elements separated by comma means A, comma, E, comma, I, comma, O, comma, U. A, E, I, O, U. All the vowels separated by comma and closed in the parenthesis. So this is the representation of set by roster method. Second, we can say that set builder method. In set builder method, we represent a set by a X which possesses, means in which all element of the collection possesses by the same property. In this method, all elements of collection, or you can say set, possesses same property can be represented by written with any letter X. Okay, now we are going to the same example is here. How we can represent collection of vowels in roster method and in set builder method. Again, we take the same example here. Example, collection of all the vowels. So now in this, all objects having the same properties, the possesses the same property. That property is here. All elements should be the vowels of English alphabet, and we can represent by any letter X is here, means this is X such that what is X? X is a vowel. Now we do some more examples and more questions on representation of set by using the roster method and the set builder method. Let me clear this side, then we can take some more examples on this. Represent the following in set builder. These examples are given in the form of roster method. I am taking that first. Suppose the set is here A, capital A. In general, all sets are denoted by capital letters, capital letter A, capital B, capital P, capital Q, and its elements are generally denoted by small letters, small a, b, c, p, q, r. So A is a set is here, and we have the elements here 2, 4, 8, 32, and this. Now how we can represent this in set builder method? First we have to look at that carefully. Is all elements having the same properties? Can we have? So if we look at that carefully, we can see that it's 2 power 1, it's 2 square, it's 2 cube, it's 2 power 4, it's 2 power 5. Means these are the power of base 2, and the power is from 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the natural numbers. So we can write here like this: x such that x is equal to, what is x? X is equal to power of 2 base 2, and this is n. as we cannot take all the 5 is here, we have taken the power n is, and what is the n? N is a set of natural number. N belongs to capital N, that is denoted by the set of natural numbers. S is a natural number and n is less than or equal to 5. N is less than or equal to 5. So we can represent this set that is given in the form of roster method, right, in the set builder way as x such that x is equal to, it's a power of 2's to 2 raised to power n, where n is a natural number and the value of n is less than or equal to 5, as we have the last number is here 5. So dear students, we can take one more example here. Set B is here, that is 1 upon 2, 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 4 by 5, dot dot dot, 9 upon 10. So if you look at here carefully, these are the natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the natural numbers. Numerator is the natural number from 1 to 9. What are the denominators here? Denominator is plus 1 to the numerator. Denominator is plus 1 to the numerator. So we can have a properties that a natural number, numerator is a natural number and denominator is 1 plus a natural number. So we can write it like this: x such that x is equal to n upon n plus 1. And where what is n? N is a natural number and the value of n is here from 1 to 9. As we know that natural number start with a 1, so n is less than or equal to 9. Okay, so now we can take 2 examples that given in the form of set builder method and we have to write in the roster method. Represent the following in roster method. We can take the example here. Set P x such that x is equal to n square, where n is a natural number and n is less than or equal to 6. So what does it mean? Means it's a properties holding here square of natural number, and the natural number should be till the 6 only. So we have to take all the natural numbers from 1 to 6 and square of that. Means in roster method we can say it's 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 and 6 square is there. Square of all the natural numbers till 6, or we can write in more simplified way: 1 square is 1, 2 square 4, this is 9, 16, 25 and 36. So if the property is given, by the help of that properties we can represent the set in the roster method, or if the roster method is given, means all elements are written here. So by finding their common properties we can write them in set builder method. Okay students, we can take one more example. X such that x is equal to two n plus 1, where n belongs to a natural number and n is less than or equal to 10. Means we have to write down all elements which satisfy this condition 2n plus 1, where n is a natural number from 1 to 10. So what we have to do here, we have to put the value of n 1 by 1, 1 to 10 and write all the values here. Means we can take a rough here. When we take the 1 is here, n is equal to 1, what we get? Look at here, it's very easy. 2 into 1 plus 1. 2 into 1 is 2 plus 1, that is 3. The first element is here 3. In the same way, when we put here 2, so 2 into 2, so 2 to the 4 plus 1, that is 5. Second number is 5. We can say 3. So it's 1 is here. 6 plus 1, that is 7. That is 7 is here. And if we look at carefully, we are getting the odd numbers. 3 plus 5, 2 plus 5 plus 2, 7. So you can get here 9 and so on. Last number will be here when n is 10 is here. We can put here 2 in n is 10. N into 2 plus 1. 2n, 2 into 10. 20 plus 1. That is 21. Means we have to write all the elements here 3, 5, 7, 9, comma dot dot dot. Last number is 21. So in this way we can write a given set. If the given set is in roster method, in set builder method. This is the set builder. This is the set builder is here, and this is the roster. The same way is here. This is set builder. And this is the roster. So students, we have covered that definition of set, what is set and how we can represent the set in two ways, roster method and set builder method. Now first we discuss some standard collection of set of numbers in mathematics. How we can represent a different collection of numbers as a set. Collection of numbers. First one is here, capital N. We have already defined is here and belongs to capital N. Capital N means set of natural numbers. Set of natural numbers. R. Before that I am going to here Z. Z here set of integers, and as we all know about that set of integers means natural numbers with their minus also including 0. Z plus sign is mentioned here means set of positive integer. The same way Z minus set of negative integers. Capital W set of whole numbers. Whole numbers start with the 0. As natural numbers start with the 1, I can mention here in the numbers like this 1, 2, 3, dot 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 till infinite. Set of integers are here. So we have minus infinite dot 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 minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 dot 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 plus infinite is here. Positive integer. Now as we know that 0 is neither positive nor negative. So for positive integer we are going to take here 1 starting with 1 only. So we can say one thing is here. Positive integer is the same as the set of natural numbers. Natural number is same as the positive integer. Negative integer is here, minus infinite to minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. Whole number start with a 0, 1, 2, 3, dot, 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 infinite. Capital R, set of real number. The same way we can say R plus set of positive real number. Positive real numbers. Q, capital Q we use to denote rational numbers. Set of rational numbers. In the same way we can go for the Q plus, set of positive rational numbers, Q minus, set of negative rational numbers. So these are the some standard set of numbers that we are using in mathematics. Now I want to discuss about one symbol is here that we have used already in set builder method, this symbol. This is epsilon, the num is here, but it's we use here for belongs to. Means if a element is in the set, we use this symbol belongs to. If that element is not in the set, we use not belongs to. Not belongs to means epsilon cross is here, that is not belongs to. Let's take an example here. If you take an example set of even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And if I can say that 2 belongs to A, as we know that 2 is here, but if I going to ask about the 3, what do we say? 3 is in the set or not? 3 is not in this set, so we can say 3 is not belongs to set A. So we learn more, one symbol is here, belongs to and not belongs to. One more example we can take here, suppose that 6 is here, so we can say 6 belongs to the A, 9 is not belongs to A, 11 or you can say 12 is also not belongs to here, as it's an even number till the 10 only. So if object or elements in the collection in the set, then we use belongs to. If not in the set, then we use not belongs to. One more important thing is that for representation of set, we can use only braces. If you are going to use any other symbols, then that will be taken as the wrong. Means note to represent a set use only this symbol. Instead of this curly bracket, if you use any other ways, one is comma, smaller bracket and a curly bracket is there, this is also wrong method. If we use here square on both sides, this is also wrong. Means we cannot use any other bracket to represent the set. To represent a set, we always use a curly bracket is here. So we have discussed about the types of sets, not types of sets is there. Set, representation of set, and important collection of numbers as a set is here. Now we are going to discuss about the types of sets. Types of set, we start with the null set, empty set, or we can say void set. types of sets. First is a null set. It is clear if null, or we can take is here void, or we can say empty set. As it is clear with the name, empty means having no elements. A set is said to be empty set or null set if it has no elements, and it is generally denoted by so blank curly bracket or phi. This is the word is here phi, phi. So we can represent a null set by using the phi or this. We can take the example here. If I said that set A is here x such that x belongs to a natural number and x is greater than 5 but x is less than 4. Do we have any number that is less than 4 and greater than 5? No. So for this we are going to take only the one set, that is the empty set, or you can say blank or phi. Next one is here singleton set. Singleton set. Singleton set means a set is said to be singleton set if it has only one element, having only one element. Having only one elements. Example. Take suppose that set B is here, x such that x belongs to a natural number, x is greater than 4 and x is less than 6. So if we are talking about the natural numbers, we have only one natural number, that is greater than 4 and less than 5 is less than 6 is, that is 5 only. So it has only one element, therefore it is a singleton set. Now one important thing is here, note. If we write curly bracket, inside a curly bracket we use this. This is not a empty set. Let me be very clear is here. As I can say that phi is an empty set, but if we put the phi inside a curly bracket, then that will not be empty. What happened? Suppose this is an empty box is here. This box is empty. If we put another box inside this, now this not become empty. This is not empty. This one is not empty is here. In the same way as here, if in a empty set we put another empty set, then that is not empty set. Therefore we can say that these are not empty. These are singleton set. Singleton set. Okay students, so this is the null set, singleton set is here. Now this is thank you for this lecture. In the next lecture we discuss about the another types of set is here, equal set, equivalent set and operations and sets are here. Thank you students. Thank you for today.